Hello, and welcome to another episode in our series on law in time of crisis. This series started off talking specifically about the global pandemic, and it's moved on to talk about other ongoing social, racial, legal crises.
I think what we're experiencing now is sort of the combination of those two crises, right? It's a battle about racial equity and democracy, and it's also a battle about economic inequality and how do we have an inclusive economy after the COVID crisis.
Not all the police are drawing a distinction between peaceful protesters and the small percentage who are looting. But in addition to just being inappropriate police conduct, I think there are places where the police conduct is exacerbating the health crisis.
And so the question for law is, how do you make sure that that sort of data is used for your good, but is not used in an unfair or discriminatory way?
So we're seeing lawyers at work, right, thinking about these thorny issues about the state's authority and the rights of individuals.
Pretty much our entire day is spent touching real estate. And so obviously when you have a financial crisis of this magnitude, real estate's going to feel it in all sorts of ways.
But this idea of a revolving charitable bail fund is a relatively new phenomenon in the US. It's really risen in the last 10 years.
During a pandemic, the court basically forced voters to decide between their public health and their fundamental right to vote.
Here's where I like to quote my favorite philosopher, Yogi Berra, who said, if people don't want to come out to the ballpark, nobody's going to stop them. And that's basically where we are right now.